What is going on, everyone? We're back again with another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the competitive balance tax in 2024. So if you guys don't know what the competitive balance tax is, basically a threshold. I think it's at $220 or $230 million or something like that, where teams get penalized for spending a lot of money. Basically, it's like a mini salary cap, even though it's not like a hard lock. You basically get penalties for going over it. As we can see here from Jesse Rogers, 9 teams were over the competitive balance tax in 2024, according to sources. And that has the Dodgers, Mets, and Yankees, who are at the highest, and get the 10th place pick penalty in the 2025 draft. Then it's the Phillies, Braves, Rangers, Astros, Giants, and Cubs, which is very interesting. So about a third of the league is spending over the competitive balance tax, which is pretty insane. Bobby Nightingale actually breaks this down. So this is an MLB record, $111 million in luxury tax penalties this year, which is pretty insane. Here's the breakdown of all the teams, that ever spend this money. The Dodgers obviously spent the most and they won, so everyone knows that. The Mets and Yankees were also up there by a lot. Then it trickles down a little bit lower. We got 14 mil for the Phillies and the Braves. Then we get 10 for the Rangers. The Astros are at 6. The Giants are at 2, and then the Cubs they were at like $500,000. And we gotta remember the Rangers, Giants, and Cubs also didn't make the playoffs either, so that's something to keep in account as well. The Rangers spent a lot, and they did really not make the playoffs, which is kind of insane to think about. Then we'll get back to that in a minute, but here's just the top payrolls of the top teams, the top 9, pretty much all the teams we just mentioned. The Cubs, I think that's why it's 35, because they have 39, and they only paid $500,000, so I'm not really sure where it's at. I think it's at 220 to 230 around there somewhere is the first penalty or something like that. But yeah, the Dodgers spent the most, $353 million. The Mets right behind them. The Yankees are kind of down there at 316, and then we kind of trickle down from there. So pretty crazy what some of these teams are spending for their 2024 payrolls. So yeah, let me know if you guys got any surprise about this. I mean, it makes kind of sense because all these teams are pretty much in big markets. So yeah, that's kind of the spending breakdown. But anyways, back to the luxury tax penalty. This is pretty crazy. A third of the league is spending way above the luxury tax. So it's going to be interesting to see kind of what happens with this, if there are going to be any changes to the luxury tax, because a third of the league is, a lot. That's a lot of teams that are spending a lot of money to try to win and get better. And they're kind of being penalized for that. Not like a lot, right? I'm pretty sure how this money works. You guys can correct me in the comments down below, but I'm pretty sure there's $311 million goes to the teams in the lower end of the MLB where they can't spend all that money because they're a smaller market or they can't. It gets distributed up to them. Pretty sure that's how it works. Let me know in the comment section down below. And he goes on to say it's 100 million more than a year ago. Definitely pretty crazy across the board with all this money that's being spent. You guys think this is a problem for the league, or do you think this is a good thing? Me personally, I mean, it kind of seems like we're buying, wins, and right, it's like pay to win. But baseball's really never been like this. They only bought the World Series a couple times. You look at kind of the 2 years the Marlins won. A lot of people would say that's when they bought the World Series because they had like all the best players, right? Kind of say a similar thing with the Dodgers depending on how they do over the next couple of years. Obviously, they did buy a lot to win this 2024 World Series, but they also did trade well as well, so I can't knock them for doing that. And the players on that 2024 roster were kind of signings throughout the years past, so you can kind of say they bought it. It's up to you guys in the comments. Me personally, it does look like it because you're the #1 payroll though, so gotta take in that to account. The Mets also spent a ton, and they were pretty much close and beating the Dodgers in the NL. And the Yankees were by far the best AL team. So it does seem like it's pay to win, honestly, as like with the payrolls and with the luxury taxes. But I mean, I feel like there's still the success story of like the Guardians, for example, that are way under a lot of the teams. They able to get to that ALCS. I mean, I think there's still hope for those small market teams like that and good trading. But yeah, it really does look like, it's really pay to win, which it's kind of unfortunate if you're a small market team or a fan of a small market team. Like, that's kind of the worst case scenario. We don't really want to see that, but it is what it is. But we have had some money ball situations in the past, so it definitely is possible. Like we always say, when we get to the postseason, you got to get hot at the right time. Those are the teams that always win. If you're hot at the right time, you're going to win it all. And that happened to be the Dodgers. They were pretty much hot throughout that whole postseason, and none of their guys really slow down. So yeah, I think that's the big question moving forward is the league becoming pay to win or not? I think that's the big question. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this, to be honest, because now that I'm looking at this, it does seem like that, and I really don't want it to be like that. Like, I'm really not a fan of it, but it does seem like that. Teams are spending money and they're not making the postseason. I mean, we see right here with the Cubs, Giants, and Rangers, so you gotta be spending money the right way and having a chance to win. But it is definitely interesting to look at this moving forward. And then going into 2025, we don't really know what the payrolls are looking like. Probably be a little bit similar. We know the Mets will spend a lot more. We know the Dodgers will probably spend a lot more. We'll kind of see what happens. Obviously, the Yankees, they've spent a pretty decent amount. They might be a little bit under, but they're gonna spend a pretty decent amount. You just kind of got to look at what teams' payrolls was in 2024 compared to what it is now. And also, we still have a whole off season as well. We still got like 2 months. So there's still a lot of stuff to figure out, especially with guys signing and everything like that. Because even when I'm recording this video and I'm editing, there's going to be guys that are signing, right? There's going to be people like that that are going to be signing. Like I just saw the Christian Walker thing. So there's going to be people that are signing left and right. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section down below. Is this a problem that teams are spending way over the luxury tax? What's your kind of guys' thoughts about this? I know the salary cap has been talked about in the past, but I just don't think that would work in this, kind of scenario. But that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everyone.